Hey, it's Elizabeth here, and we are back for flip number 15. And I just thought you might want to see the back end of Roxanne while we're at it. That's just not pretty. Sweetie, you're going to have to move. No, not stretch. Oh, come on. All right, come on, sugar booger. Yep, you got to move. And there she goes. Okay. Now she's laying. Now she wants her belly rubbed. Anyway. We are on flip number 15 now, and this is my third book. I use altered composition books. I know I say that in every video, but I don't know if, some people are watching all the way through or whatever. But anyway, I use altered composition books, and my nails are still painted for you guys. Aren't you thrilled? So anyway, let's get to it. So we are in the month of June now. And yes, right here you see blank page. And the page before is blank. Oh no! There's been a lot of talk on the website and, how do you find the time to do this and, and things like that and, fretting if there's a blank page. I don't fret if there's a blank page. I will get it done. At some point, I know either in my mind what happened this day, or I put in here, I put little things that remind me of what happened that day, so that I can go back, and I will go back and finish it. And even if it's just for me to put, I have no idea what happened, if that's the case, then that's what goes in it. So I don't ever fret about blank pages or if I don't get to them or whatever. And I do post my pictures of the Fauxbonichi on the Fauxbonichi Journalers group on Facebook, and they're the more recent ones, the ones that I'm working on. And when I do post, I usually post several at one time, and I'm so sorry for that, but I do not work on this every single day. There are times when I'm not feeling well. There are times when I'm busy. Go figure. So I do not work on it on a daily basis. And at times as well, I could be working on 5 or 6 different pages at one time. I pencil stuff in, or when I think about something, I, jot it down or whatever. So I work on several pages a day. Several pages at one time. I do not do it every single day. It doesn't, I don't worry about it if I didn't do it that day. Of course, I look forward to doing it, but if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. And, and then when I do have the time, I do what I can. So that's my thing. I do what I can when I can. So starting out in June, I told you in the last flip through, I've started making these little pockets, and they've really come in handy because Felicia on the Facebook group, Fauxbonichi Journalers, who's also Mouse Potato Designs on YouTube, she sends out prompts and things like that. And so what I use these pockets for is I print out all of the prompts. So I have everything, this month we were doing the 365 questions, so I print those out. We were doing a Let's Sketch It, so I print that out and keep it in here. Sometimes I have little memes, that I print out, and if I don't use them, they just go in the pocket. There's more memes. There's more memes. At one point, one of the things was, what's your favorite color? And then it says a little something about you, your personality. So that was fun. I wanted to keep that in there. These are clear address labels, and I use them up in this box right here on my pages. And this month, or for both of these months, for both these months, I use these, I printed out Bible verses and put them up there that were meaningful to me. And so I do that. I'm using them up, so I need to make another one. I'm not sure if I'm just going to put positive, quotes or whatever. And then this right here, I've been practicing my lettering this last month because Felicia had put on the site a website to go on of a gal who does her own lettering, and it's you can find her on llamaslovelettering.com. she has a lot of different tutorials. Sorry. They are informative, they're easy to do, they're easy to follow along, and then you can print these little PDF files out as well. And so I really like it, and I've had a lot of fun practicing my lettering. The only thing I will say about the website and her videos is she has some colorful language, so if that is offensive to you or whatever, then just turn off the sound. I mean, you know, she's not really, well, I guess she does give direction, but you could still get enough out of it if you turn off the sound, if that kind of thing offends you. So anyhow, let's get into it. So June 1st, let's see. Obviously, it was laundry day. And I've said before too, I don't draw a lot. I don't really care to draw. I'm not comfortable drawing. I won't say I can't draw, but I'm not comfortable drawing. So I'd rather just, you know, print pictures out and color them in and cut them out and paste them in, because that's what I like doing. So this day was laundry day. And I still wish I had a clothesline. We don't have a clothesline anymore. And, but I love just hanging clothes out on the line. But anyway, and then the prompt was what I drink, and I either drink water, which I drink all day long. And then if I want to drink an adult beverage, then beer is my choice. So yeah, I'm not a wine drinker. I don't like cocktails. I don't like any of that stuff. So I'm a bud kind of girl. Anyway. Then another prompt was how many credit cards or what credit cards do you have in your wallet? And I have one credit card, which I rarely use. And we pay it off each month. So I just don't use it. And I'm so embarrassed, like, you know, when I go to a store or something and I end up, you know, using it, and those little machine things, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like like I'm from another planet, and everybody looks at me like I'm from another planet because, you know, I'm like, how do I do this again? How do I swipe this? Which way does it go? What button do I push? I probably sound like such a moron, but I just don't use it. I'm just not used to it. You know, I don't have a smartphone. I don't have, you know, a debit card. I don't have any of that stuff. So it's just like, I'm just old school, you know, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, one of the lessons my dad always taught me when I was younger, or taught me when I was younger, is if you have no money, you cannot purchase anything. And so that has come in very handy over the years, and it really helps to be, you know, debt free for the most part, even though, you know, we do, obviously we use the credit card at times, but like I said, we pay it off each month. So anyway, and then here's poor Bub. This is my daughter's boyfriend. He was in the hospital twice for he had some kind of infection. So yeah, so he was in the hospital, and so I took her up to the hospital to see him for an afternoon. And this was the traffic jam on the way home. I mean, seriously, the hospital's like 20, is it 20 miles away? I can't remember. I think so, but I don't know. I can't remember. It's like it's in the same town, but it's like in a different part. And so it's for me, it's kind of far. And the traffic jam on the way home, holy cow, it took us 2 hours to get home. Literally, like it was horrible. Anyway. And then this day was Tangle Tuesday, so I did a tangle here and one up in the other corner. And then the prompt was how close to perfect was today. So I just got some clip art of a scale and put 1 to 10 on it, and mine was a 6 on that day. I must not have been feeling all that great. And then the sketch it prompt was draw probably your favorite piece of clothing or a piece of clothing, and my favorite is my purple house dress, which I happen to have on right now. So, and then, excuse me, another hospital, because my husband, he was feeling so terrible. He's just had such a hard time of it. And so, yeah, it's like a constant battle. Should I go? Should I not go? If I go, are they going to do anything? Are they just going to give me pain meds? Because he doesn't take pain meds. So it's just a nightmare. And so I guess that's why they call it practicing medicine. So yeah, it's been a rough couple of months. So I really needed some Zen soon. Let's see here. And then here on June 3rd, my husband did end up going to the doctor and in search of new normal, because what we found out was that there's really nothing anybody can do about his condition. He has chronic pancreatitis. That's the way it is. That's the way it's going to be, and we just have to deal with it. So he is desperately in search of his new normal. And it's going fairly well, like anybody who has chronic illness, you have your good days and you have your bad days. But, we're making the most of it because that's what you got to do. And I think one of the prompts was singing out loud. Like, what do you sing out loud, or the last song you sang out loud? I usually don't sing out loud. I mean, sometimes I do, I guess, but it was like your most recent song, I guess. And I usually hum along to the Vitamin String Quartet. I love to listen to them on Pandora. And another prompt was childhood summers, like, a memory from your childhood summers. And I used to love road trips. We used to go to the Great Smoky Mountains in the summertime for our summer vacations as a family. And then this here the prompt was the last gathering I attended, and that would have been Beauty Queen's high school homeschool graduation last May, was it? Yeah, last May. And of course I cried through the whole ceremony. At least I wasn't like a blubbering fool, but you think about all those things, you think about, and I guess especially maybe because I homeschooled them, they've never been to school until they began to attend college. And so, you're sitting there watching the slideshow, and all these memories come flooding back of all the different things you did, and their first word, and the first time they read, and, the first time they understood, algebra, or, just all the times we sat reading together for history, and all the field trips we took, just all of those things. And so I'm so glad that we chose to homeschool. And my kids are actually glad that they were homeschooled. If you ask them, they are, my daughter says she wouldn't have had it any other way. And this is my daughter here. She had decorated the top of her cap, and it says she loves Lily Pulitzer. And so it's Lily Pulitzer paper. And then it says, "Thank you, Mom and Dad," on it. So that was really sweet. And I knew that she was doing it, but my husband didn't. So when she walked down the aisle, toward the front to accept her diploma, my husband saw that on the back of her cap, so that was really sweet of her to do. And then it was Thursday, so there was a quote, and it was "Strive for progress, not perfection." And so I just added that into, a sun, like for the weather for that day. It was sunny in SoFlo. And I think I'm just going to stop here for now on this flip, and I will continue next time. And I thank you again, and I so appreciate your comments and your sweet thoughts, and I'll catch you on the next flip. Thanks.